All right, I'm out here. It's mid-August 2022, and on a really beautiful lot out here just north of Fritz Creek near Homer, Alaska. And again, if you're like, why didn't I take a before video of this? It's because the before video looked like the inside of a alder thicket. It looked like the inside of that. But I was able to do something here in this really beautiful lot that I think we're particularly good at, and that is recognize the various species that are here. This is actually kind of unique in this area. There's quite a variety of native and pseudo-native tree species here. There's several Scholar's willows, there's some mountain ash, there's some planted larch, there's quite a bit of cottonwood, there's quite a bit of birch. And there's one other tree that I didn't even recognize, which in the Homer area, that variety of deciduous trees especially is pretty unique on a site. So like I said, this is a really beautiful site, well-drained, kind of sandy soils. So came in here, the customer obviously wanted to open up this fantastic view. They have another kind of house site over on the other side of those alders that's also really nice. So basically we're kind of south is this way, so we're kind of creating a sun trap and a wind trap east-west, while also keeping privacy between the different structures or potential building sites here and the other existing structure on the same site. So kind of cool. I think this showcases what we can do pretty well. Yeah, I'll also walk over to kind of the other end of the project area. In previous years, I had cleared like this around the customer's house site over here. So all of this fireweed and meadow that you're gonna see to the right, that's what this will look like after about 2 years if you don't mow it. I'm actually gonna come back up here and flail mow for this customer. Many of our customers hire us to come back once a year and use a different attachment than what creates this mulch finish. It's just called a flail mower. It's kind of a heavy-duty hay attachment, and it'll continue to smooth this stuff out. Think of it kind of like a lawnmower on steroids, but far less expensive to run than the machine that mulches, and far faster as well. So once you've taken the time to create a meadow-like mulched environment like this, doing it right, the way we like to do it, then it's very easy to maintain just with a heavy mower once a year. And again, we use a special kind of mower called a flail mower to do that. So you can see some pretty cottonwoods here, lots of birch trees, young healthy birch trees coming up, and then just really gorgeous views here. That's the machine we use right there. It's called a Forestry Mulcher. Yeah, we have a couple of these machines now. We do quite a bit of work like this. This is kind of one of our niche specialities. I think we're relatively unique amongst contractors in this region in our ability to create this level of finish. Again, in order to create this kind of finish, not only do you need to be really good at operating machines, but you also need pretty intimate knowledge of how root systems and trees are put together, because you're kind of like wafting and weaving what you mulch into kind of a new soil surface as you're also smoothing it, which takes quite a bit of practice. So you can see here's the customer's kind of existing house site, and all of this was stuff that we cleared 2 or 3 years ago we'll mow it again here and the next day or so. And all of that looked like this, again, 2 or 3 years ago. Again, if you mow it every year, it'll eventually just come back at grass. This particular customer just wants to knock it down every couple of years. He likes the fireweed, but wants to keep the alder from getting too high. And as you can see, the view on this job was just, like epic views. You can hear streams. Again, we're right above downtown Fritz Creek here. Kind of hear the streams down below. Got beautiful views of the Spit and the bay. Altogether, maybe about 1.5 acres total project area. Usually for work like this, medium density forest, not too many big down logs. Probably takes about 10 to 14 hours an acre, depending on, again, how fine a finish we're going for. And then there was this old logging road kind of going down this really steep hillside. I hope this grade shows quite how steep this is. So we're able to open this logging road back up for the customer. The mulch kind of creates a nice finish to prevent erosion on steep slopes like this, which is really nice because then you can, as long as you're not using it heavily, you can drive a four-wheeler or a Subaru or a pickup truck with four-wheel drive up and down the slope. And whereas if you didn't have this mulch on it, it'd just be a muddy mess. So not quite as fine a finish down here. Customer didn't want us to spend more time than we needed to. But again, you can hear like the creek right down there. You got this nice whole private terrace kind of down here to yourself, which is pretty cool. Just really beautiful forest. Yeah, you just don't see too many places like this where you got birch, even a few aspen, cottonwoods. There's a couple native mountain ash, a native spruce, larch. Just a really, really beautiful spot. So was glad we were able to do this project. Again, repeat customer. He's been pleased with our work. Yeah, if you've got something like this on your site, you want to open up some ski trails, walking trails, clear ground, open up the view, and do it in a way that isn't going to create any ugly slash piles or tear up your ground or create erosion problems, give us a call. We're Southern Exposure. You can find us online at southernexposurellc.com or 907-235-2352. Cool, thanks.